Itzy's downfall is genuinely one to be studied. They went from one of the most promising groups within the fourth generation to an average group that doesn't even chart anymore. Untouchable was arguably their worst charting body of work within their years as a group. So many people chalk this downfall of Itzy to the song Sneakers, but I don't think that's what did it. Hear me out. I think Itzy's downfall came from Mafia in the Morning. Think about it, up until the Mafia in the Morning comeback, Itzy had a steady image, with their teen crush sound that was well received by fans and the general public. Everyone thought they sounded fresh and unique, especially with the rise of Girl Crush during their debut. This is what I think made JYP get a big head and think that Girl Crush is what the group needed when it wasn't. The switch was too fast and too harsh for fans, and instead of waiting and really exploring Itzy's sound before turning to Girl Crush, we ended up going from Teen Crush, Teen Crush, Teen Crush to then suddenly Mafia in the Morning. For me personally, I didn't mind the song, but comparing Itzy's latest releases to those within their field like aespa, LE SSERAFIM, and G-Idol, Itzy looks lost in comparison. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Itzy's most controversial comeback, Sneakers, and discussing everything I liked and some things I would change to make the comeback better. For the actual song, there are certain parts that I don't necessarily mind. I feel like as a whole, this is a relatively okay and standard K-pop song. I really like the verses that each of the members have, but I'm not too keen on the chorus or the bridge. I feel like one of the main reasons why this song gets so much heat and flack from everyone is because of the lyrics and the lack of maturity in them. To put it straightforward, this song sounds like a kids' bop version of a Disney Channel song that's aimed for toddlers learning how to walk, and for many people, that's not something they like listening to, so it's understandable why so many people didn't like this song when it was released. I feel like another thing that really influenced the way in which Itzy fell from grace was the group's choreography. I think within the first few years of their careers, Itzy were known to have amazing dancers and to be a performance and dance-centered group, having two main dancers and the rest of the group being so close in skill level as well. I'm not sure when this happened exactly, but somewhere down the line, Itzy lost their spark on stage and just began idol dancing instead of the normal routines and performance levels they had previously. Now, idol dancing isn't necessarily a bad thing for a group to do, especially if they want the song to shine through in the group singing, so they toned down the choreography in some way to accommodate. I don't think Itzy did this though. They are still performing the same Teen Crush style of songs, yet their dances look lackluster and boring in comparison to their old choreographies. Now, I know the girls obviously have nothing to do with it, and I want to make it clear that I'm blaming JYP for this. Aside from the dancing and music, I've also noticed that the girls' style has changed in some ways as well. To be honest though, I have a feeling like their change in appearance and style also has something to do with their age more than anything else, but again, if we are comparing them to other girl groups, Itzy don't have nearly enough of a strong visual image as the rest of the groups. I don't mean this in the sense of thinking that the girls are ugly or anything, I mean that when you think of Itzy, nothing visually comes to your head from any of their recent comebacks. I don't think I remember any specific look of theirs I really liked. There wasn't any airport photos that went viral, they didn't change their makeup or anything. Actually, aside from maybe Chaeryeong and Yuna, the rest of the group look exactly the same from when they've debuted, and they are yet to create a visual image for themselves that makes them stand out. When I think of other groups like aespa, I think of metallic, cyber, AI, space, etc. When I think of IVE, I think of glam, rich, elegance, doll-like, etc. These groups' concepts are etched into everything regarding the group, from the styling, to the choreography, to the music, etc. Everything is built on cementing that group image and group visual. I feel like Itzy's strongest asset is their teen crush concept, but nothing is being done in order to have this concept be linked to the group visually. Itzy are being styled the same way rookie idols are being styled, and that's not really good for a group that has been around for a while now. I think it's about time this group got a really well thought out comeback. I'm going to be focusing mostly on their Sneakers comeback, so I'm going to try and create an image that suits this comeback a lot better in hopes of fixing it and making it more appealing. Okay, so when I was thinking about the comeback and how the promotions of the comeback really hyped up everyone, having everyone think the concept was going to be this royal, elegant, striking comeback, but it didn't match up to that. I was thinking to lean into the concept of royals the most since it's featured heavily in the music video, and the aesthetics behind those sections really suit all the members. For the royals concept of this comeback, I took inspiration from the 2000s movie, The Princess Diaries. I thought it would be fun to play into the elements of the music video that I did like, which showed these two contrasting spaces. The royal and regal sets in the space, teen fresh set. I think if we took those elements and incorporated the princess idea, we could have sets of the girls being princesses and then contrast those with sets of them in the big city. Similar to the trope of rags to riches. We could also include scenes that play into that, taking inspiration from other teen 2000s chick flicks, like having Leah get ready the same way Cher did in the movie Clueless, having the girls communicate on the phone, mimicking the same scene from Mean Girls. Having a coronation, similar to the Princess Diaries too. The idea is to lean into the self-love concept that Itzy had at the beginning of their careers and evolve it to a everyone is a princess concept for this comeback. For the styling, this comeback needs to stand out and not just fall into the typical bright Y2K trend. Despite taking inspiration from the 2000s movies, I want the girls to have a look that can be copied by fans, similar to how fans dress up as characters from movies. I want the looks to be staple, drawing everyone in. For the city looks, before the girls become princesses, I want the looks to be layered, having the girls wear dresses with jeans, layered belts, embroidered jeans, coats with fur, etc. For the princess looks, I don't want them to be costumey the same way all Itzy outfits have been looking recently, but I want them to have this ruffled, silk, pastel vibe to them. I also did some research and found a song that I think would be perfect for the sneakers comeback instead of sneakers. I think the song should be more atmospheric and fun and have the same vibe of a dance track that sneakers provided. Since the vibe is very much 2000s princess chick flicks, I think the song should sound like a song that can be played at the end of a movie, when everything is wrapped up and characters are finally in their moment. I think this concept and sound really works well with the group since they've had something to do with royals since their debut, with the ending crown being a staple of every dance routine, for every comeback. I think it would also be fun to have the ending of the music video be a credit scene as well, to just tie everything together. Now, for the promotions of the comeback, I think the most obvious is to have this almost landmark kind of promotion for this comeback. Like, having the music video use real-life sets and locations within South Korea in order to have fans visit the area. Similar to how restaurants and cafes have been used to film in. It would also be fun to see the girls do a promotion within the location, in order to really solidify its presence. I think using locations like a hole-in-the-wall cafe or restaurant, a set of vintage-looking apartment buildings, And they could also use Korea University as the Princess Royal Palace for the music video. They could also work with the university in some way, maybe by holding a charity event like a Princess Prom themed listening party and raising money for a cause as well as promoting. Another promotional idea I had, is to have really good and fun merch that can be included in album sales and concerts. Since the comeback is called Sneakers, it was kinda dumb not to have the group collaborate to make their own sneakers that fans can buy. I think the group should have collaborated with a shoe company like Nike or New Balance, to create their own custom shoes. The groups could also make sure to promote their collaboration by also wearing the sneakers during promotions and style them in different ways in order to truly market and appeal to people buying the shoes. Okay, I think that's all the changes I would make to the comeback if I was in charge. Overall guys, I'm not hating on the group or anything, I just wish that companies knew what they were doing and took advantage of some things within their group. Like Itzy, the problem was never the concept of the group, it was all the aspects of the concept that JYP never utilized. Anyways, that's all for the video guys. Let me know if you agree with my suggestions, as well as how you felt about the comeback. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. See you guys soon.
Leah would never. First, Leah would never be first.
First wake up.
I think so too.
Leah would never be first. It's always like that. Leah would never stop talking.
Never stop talking.